Hi, I'm Cesar from ATEC, and today we are going to show you how to parallel two 9300s from NHR research.
All right, so here we are with the back of the 9300 master unit. So on your master unit, when putting two 9200s in parallel, you have parallel start to parallel in. Then you go from the parallel out, and you're going to move on over to the parallel in of your auxiliary unit. And then since we only have two, we're going to have the terminator on the parallel out port. Up to 10 can be configured in parallel. Here is the bottom part of the rear panel of your master unit. So we are going to be having an Ethernet cable from NHR network going over here to your auxiliary unit, either or the NHR network. And then since we're going to be showing the software and how to configure it there, we're going to be using the other NHR network on the Ethernet over to our computer. This is going to be the software section of our tutorial. So the very first thing you're going to want to make sure that you do is pull up your settings in your network and internet. And if you have this set to automatic, you're actually going to want to change it to manual mode. So you go to edit. I had already pre-done this already from automatic to manual. So the most important part here is your IP address is matching the same channel, 192.168.0, but on a different last three. Those two are on like 72 and 73. My computer's on 101. You can put any number here except 72 and 73. And then the subnet mask is going to be 255.255.255.0. And we just hit save. And then now we can open up our NHR configurator. And then we go to File, New, Autofill Setup. And then I have my Ethernet host port. And then you go over to Autofill, search for devices. And then it's if found two devices on an Ethernet host, hit OK. And then it's going to bring up both of them. And then just keep hitting OK. OK. And then the important part here, after you finish your autofilling, is you right click and go to configure. And then you go to this little edit parallel configuration. You edit the parallel configuration and you select the auxiliary unit that is going to be added to be paralleled, and you go to the add button, and then from here you hit OK, and then this is going to change over to one unit. Give it a little bit of time. Now it's going to show it can do 668 amps, 1200 volts, 200,000 watts of power. Then you're going to hit OK, and then it's going to ask you to save. We are going to save it as parallel and then hit save. Then yes, I want to make this default configuration. And then now when I go over to my power panel, it's going to look for our system configuration, and on startup it's going to show that we have 200,000 watts of power, and from here 0 to 200,000. That's in kW, so it's 200. Thank you for watching our video on how to parallel two 9300s. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to visit our website at www.atecorp.com. We have the knowledge, the equipment, the solution.